All right. So to be clear, I have to make this elementary. Just for some of the coaches that are out there in Ohio, this is freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And newsflash, women wrestle freestyle in college.
Yes.
So although we know that the opportunity right now in the national ranks relies on the folk style setup for girls, and they wrestle folk style. If you want to start at 5 years old, you wrestle folk style until you're in college, but you have to wrestle freestyle in college. D2 Tiffin, freestyle,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Lord's University, freestyle. Hiram,
Yep.
freestyle.
And even everywhere that has a club, like, so a lot of the Ivy League schools have all started clubs here recently. They're all freestyle. Everybody's just going to freestyle because it is the way of the future with women's wrestling. Like, it's our Olympic style, it's our collegiate style. There's a lot of talk about it becoming a high school style, but whether or not it does become a high school style doesn't change the fact that we need to learn it if we're going to wrestle it in college. So
yeah. I just thought it was important to point out as we collectively as a male oriented sport start to think about other things like, wait a minute, okay, these girls have to wrestle freestyle. Here's the cool thing about it. I know in Central Ohio, especially, there are girls freestyle clubs in the off season. And I hate to use the word off season because I know as well as anybody, this is a year-round sport with beach and belt and all of that. It's a year-round sport, Greco, everything. But I know that there are freestyle clubs coming up, girls-only freestyle clubs. So that's going to help, propel the sport forward.
Yeah, even at our local club that I coach at, we'll have Sunday practices that are girls only, freestyle Greco beach practices, and I really like to eventually incorporate all that together and even do like whole freestyle Greco practices outside, just where we like start our hand fight in the sand and kind of learn that different struggle of a hand fight and just add some different looks to our wrestling. But there are a lot of people, a lot of coaches that are really focusing on, like you said, that spring season. And I even knew like boys coaches in the area before, within the last 5 years, they grew up doing like freestyle and Greco, and then they got back into wrestling to coach. And now it's been like they've been coaching for 5 or 10 years, and they're like, well, I never thought about freestyle, but now I want to start coaching freestyle, so there are a lot of men's coaches that I think are going to get turned back on to freestyle and Greco. Maybe they did it in their youth, maybe for a little bit and they liked it, or they were intrigued by it and they didn't learn enough about it, and they want to learn about it now that girls have to learn freestyle. So it's definitely been interesting watching the boys coaches get involved. They're pretty excited about it for sure.